Stablecoins are therefore the major buzz right now. They can be found anywhere. They are being launched by big banks. They are also being sought after by large enterprise players, businesses. For a while now, we have been discussing stablecoins, particularly in relation to ROUSD and similar items. And it's obviously for a good reason, especially when stablecoins in the US are starting to care about regulatory certainty. But what if I told you that we should concentrate on more than simply stable coins? Stablecoins continue to dominate RWA tokenization, but maybe not for long, according to Standard Chartered, a partner of Ripple's. As regulations begin to pave the way, Standard Chartered views commodities and private equity as the next big on-chain opportunities. The extent to which tokenization will truly take off is something I have been very interested in, particularly after all the barriers have been removed, and all of these major players are no longer concerned with regulatory scrutiny or anything else that might be preventing them from succeeding. As the RWA trend continues to grow, we also recently saw the purchase of a $75 million oil and gas plant in Latin America, which was made possible by tokenization and stable currencies on the global settlements platform. This was significant because, as of right now, $75 million worth of oil and gas has been tokenized, and the entire transaction is on-chain. It's incredible that we're only now beginning to witness the huge moves that are also a little bit less typical. The primary items were commodities or real estate, possibly some stocks and stable coins, of course. Much more significant tokenization movements are now beginning to take place. Another intriguing aspect about this is that Marcus Impasher from Ripple was interviewed by an American banker more recently. Additionally, tokenized financial products based on blockchain technology are quickly expanding into asset classes like commercial real estate and private lending. Before international rivals set the terms, American banks must take the lead. This is what Marcus Impasher is saying. Marcus himself told us that he thinks tokenization might be a game changer for financial institutions. Bonds and private credit are examples of real assets that are being transferred on-chain. This has nothing to do with conjecture. It involves using public blockchain technology to facilitate wider market access and quicker settlement. The change has already begun. Indeed, what's amazing about this is that more and more institutions are beginning to take part. A tokenized deposit token was just introduced by JP Morgan. That's enormous. This provides us with all the information we require regarding the upcoming wave of adoption, which will involve the introduction of deposit tokens by all major banks. However, it will also be everything, isn't it? For example, anything we are aware of will be tokenized. We are at a pivotal point in the tokenization process. It's an important time when everyone should be focused on your particular networks. In this instance, I do believe that the XRP ledger deserves all of the attention, particularly in light of all the significant developments surrounding tokenization on the XRP ledger, such as those occurring in the US or Dubai, for instance. Additionally, we have some very important observations from Sandy, the head of digital assets at Franklin Templeton, based on subjective opinions. The architecture of the financial markets is essentially undergoing its next evolution and iteration. This is precisely that. Everything related to finance is changing when we consider what is truly happening here. Would you mind if I went back a moment? Because if we consider the chain's motion, yes, real estate is also climbing up the ladder, but consider all of the other options, including bonds and private credit. Fiat currencies are already present in the network. Finance is this. The entire financial industry is shifting in tandem. Sandy is absolutely right in this case, but have a look at this. What makes it so crucial? I apologize, but the reason is because we are observing a shift in the way our economy functions. We have spent almost our whole lives in an account-based economy, don't we? You have a checking account, a savings account, a brokerage account, and possibly a retirement account according to banks. Each of these accounts is distinct. Additionally, the bank or brokerage firm you hold these accounts with maintains a separate ledger for each of them. Everything seems so disjointed. Scott, we're switching to a wallet-based approach instead of that. And that wallet-based system is one in which your cryptographically secured wallet contains all of your assets. And stable coins serve that purpose. If we wish to transfer money around in that system, it is removing fiat money from the conventional banking or brokerage networks of today. Additionally, it is integrating it into this wallet-based ecosystem, which is home to cryptocurrency and blockchains. And for that reason, reliable coins are crucial. In this wallet-based system, they serve as both the on and off ramp, but more significantly, they turn into the liquidity vehicle for holding assets. I received nearly the same response from Bitwise yesterday from Matt Hogan. Similarly, he stated, I don't think people are ready for the fact that we're going to interact in this way and that everyone is going to have a wallet. And it's confirmed by hearing you say that. I went on to say that it's more than just a cryptocurrency wallet. Additionally, everything will be tokenized, thus it's probably where you'll manage your portfolio, trade stocks, take out loans, and generate income. In other words, blockchain technology will be the foundation for the day when we can truly put all of our financial assets into a single wallet. 100%. I think we're going exactly in this direction. And it will happen much more quickly than people think, don't they? This shift will not take 10 or 20 years after all. In terms of changing the way the financial markets function, I believe that we will make greater strides in the next 5 years than we have in the previous 50. The paper crisis in the late 1960s was the last time we experienced a time like this in our history. They then used the most advanced technology available at the time to create the entire system that we have been using for the past 50 years. Which was the technology used for computing?